In the heart of London lived a man named Chris Hamilton. He was every girl's dream, tall, handsome, with piercing blue eyes and a smile that could melt any heart. But behind that charming smile was a man with no conscience. Chris had a game, a dangerous one. He didn't fall in love, he faked it. He didn't build relationships, he broke them. And he didn't care who got hurt as long as he won. Every girl was a new challenge, a new trophy. With Anna, he played the lost and lonely soul. With Maria, he pretended to be the man of her dreams. With Ruby, he used her for money and left. And with Layla, he promised marriage, only to disappear days later. To Chris, emotions were tools. Love was a lie. And pain? That was someone else's problem. One day, he met a girl named Emily. Sweet, sincere, and deeply in love with the idea of true love. Chris knew she was easy prey. He charmed her, made her believe in forever, only to ghost her after 3 months. When Emily asked him, "Why did you leave?" he simply replied, "I got bored." To him, hearts were toys. But the universe keeps score. Chris's best friend, William, once warned him, "You're playing with fire, mate. One day you'll fall, and it'll be brutal." Chris laughed it off. He thought he was untouchable. But fate was already preparing a storm. Then came Natasha Blake. She wasn't like the others. Oxford educated. Sharp mind. Mysterious aura. There was something in her eyes that Chris couldn't read for the first time. He thought, new face, new challenge. Let's play. He approached her with his usual charm, roses, poetry, fake vulnerability. Surprisingly, Natasha responded. She smiled, laughed at his jokes, and even let him in. But there was a calm in her, the calm before a storm. 3 months later, Chris began his routine. He grew cold. He started ignoring her texts. When she confronted him, he said, "I'm just not feeling it anymore." Natasha didn't cry. She didn't beg. She simply walked away, quietly. But behind that silence was a plan. Natasha wasn't just any girl. She was a cybersecurity expert and spiritual practitioner. She knew how to track, trace, and expose. She spent the next 6 weeks gathering evidence, screenshots, voice notes, chats from other girls Chris had hurt. She created a network connecting all the women he had betrayed. And then she struck. Chris started facing losses. First, his car brakes failed. Then his phone was hacked. Private photos, messages, and even videos all leaked online. His company fired him. Girls slapped him in public. But the worst came in the form of a letter slipped under his door. Every tear counts. Every heart you broke has a voice. You mocked love. Now love will destroy you. Natasha. Chris panicked. He remembered William's words. He felt the ground slipping beneath him. Chris was falling fast. He lost everything. Money, fame, reputation gone. Girls he once used were now exposing him. His face was trending not for charm but for shame. Depression hit. Insomnia became routine. He started hearing voices at night. You played with hearts, now live alone. He screamed. He cried. No one answered. And then Natasha appeared. Not in private but on live television. She stood there, confident and composed. She said, "I never wanted revenge. I wanted him to feel what we all felt, betrayal, emptiness, humiliation. He broke women. Now he's broken." Chris couldn't speak. He dropped to his knees and cried for the first time, real tears, not for loss but for guilt. People didn't forgive him. But he repented. Today, Chris is no longer on dating apps. He sweeps floors in a church every Sunday. He donates to charities for abused women. He avoids mirrors, afraid to face the man he once was. But every night, he still hears a whisper. This is just the beginning. Broken heart moral of the story. Never play with someone's emotions. What you give comes back. And when God decides to punish, no one can protect you.